The Ozarks.
Well, as forecasted, those storms likely kept a lot of us up last night. Then today, humidity sticking around. Man, is it soupy out there, Jamie?
Yeah, the rain's great to see. It just leaves behind a lot of moisture, and that leads to a lot of humidity, and that leads to being uncomfortable outside, especially in the afternoon.
Oh.
Hey, this is what radar looked like last night. This was just before 2 o'clock in the morning as that line of thunderstorms was beginning to move into the Kabul area. And what we had is I think what we had is a supercell on the kind of the north end of this. And then south of that, and oftentimes this happens, is you get this evolution toward kind of a bowing line on the south side of that supercell. And so we saw these storms bow out or accelerate off to the southeast across the Kabul area. And I think that that is what generated the wind damage that we saw there. I think those were straight line winds. You can see this line of strong to severe storms, which really hit the entire area. And it's a good news, bad news scenario because, hey, you know what? It's summertime. You're going to get thunderstorms. You can get severe weather with those thunderstorms, but you also need the rainfall. And many areas, particularly here in central Missouri, desperately need the rainfall. And last night was really the first widespread round of rain across central Missouri in a long, long time. Those storms rocketed off to the south and were on the way out by sunrise, and the bulk of the day today has been quiet. Now, again, there were scattered reports of wind damage across the area. We had a batch of storms that slid south of the St. Louis area, generated some wind damage, and then the storms that developed later on in the evening and pushed south across our area generated some pockets of wind damage here and there as well. Also produced some very heavy rainfall. And heavy rain blanketed most of the area with the exception of maybe areas between I-49 and Highway 65. I thought going into last night this was going to be a zone back into southeast Kansas and northeast Oklahoma where heavy rain would fall. Well, it did. It was just along and west of I-49 and also along and east of Highway 65 here in Springfield, officially out of the airport, just over an inch of rain. Here were some of the reports from other cities in the area. Pittsburgh, Kansas, a lot of flooding there, almost 5 inches of rainfall. Osage Beach, 3.5 inches. Sparta, southeast of Springfield, over 2 inches of rainfall. Looking at the pattern right now, again, pretty quiet. We've got a cluster of thunderstorms developing here over Oregon County. That's very close to a boundary that is draped along the state line. That's one of the weather ingredients for some wet weather later tonight. We've got some upper level energy back here, which is going to be sliding off to the southeast. And another feature which helped out with the rain production last night, low level jet. That's going to be intensifying across Oklahoma and focusing in on this area of northeast Oklahoma. So I think this is going to be our main storm development area later tonight. And from that, we should get a big cluster of storms, which will gradually work east and southeast, really hitting areas of southern Missouri and northern Arkansas. And it looks like northern Arkansas is where we have a higher chance for maybe some stronger storms that could produce some strong winds, similar to what we saw last night in other areas. So our forecast looks like this. Showers and thunderstorms possible near that boundary heading into the evening, like what we have near Alton. And then later tonight, we'll watch for a more organized area of rain and thunderstorms to come out of southeast Kansas and northeast Oklahoma. This is what 3 o'clock in the morning may look like. That's 5 o'clock. And then as we get to 7 o'clock in the morning, you can see we've still got wet weather over southern Missouri and northern Arkansas. And then that gradually shifts east out of the area by Friday afternoon. And in the wake of that, we'll find mostly sunny skies. And then the question is, how much instability is left? Because if there is enough, we could see another round of thunderstorms overnight Friday night into Saturday morning. I think by Saturday, though, we're going to find those rain chances shifting south out of the area. 89 for the high. Sunday looks pretty quiet. No 92 for the high. Chance for storms Monday and Tuesday, and then dry. And it could be our hottest day of the year so far on Wednesday with highs up near 100. Bailey?
All right. Thanks, Jamie.